Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Eddie Brave2, and welcome back into another video today. This is the third that I'm going to be uploading today. This is probably, the third video that I'm going to be doing anything with today. Welcome into a sort of knife-only, you could say, gameplay, but it's really not going to be knife-only because, you know, I have to spawn in with the weapons. I can't just be a total tryhard. Oh my god, I'm good. But anyway, we're going to be talking about my life story today and a little bit about me and, you know, how I came to do YouTube. So, anyway, my name is Jacob Aldridge, Aldridge. I was born in a little hospital, a little area. We had a doctor come and deliver me in Ontario, Canada. Now, a little bit about me and about my pregnancy and how bad it really was. My mother almost died from giving birth to me. We can say that I was born 5 weeks early, and that really I should be dead, or my mother should be dead. One of the two, because... Why am I lagging so bad? Because my mother had major complications with me at birth. It was her first pregnancy, and long story short, she had to give birth to me 5 weeks young, 5 weeks early, whatever you want to call it, and so... I was born prematurely. My lungs had difficulty showing up at first. I had difficulty breathing when I was younger. But I survived all that. And so basically we're going to move on past of that. In my younger years, I really enjoyed playing sports. Sports was my life. Sports was my hobby. And sports is basically what keeps me going day by day, every day. So if you don't play sports, just know that it's competitive. You actually need to be good at the sport to play it, believe it or not. Believe it or not. Like, I know it's crazy, but still. So, I was very talented at a young age at baseball, and my earliest memory that I remember is actually me with a baseball bat. Believe that, as cliche as that sounds. Ah, great, I got exploded. Yeah, it's pretty crazy story. Hi. Hey, man. Wow, I'm lagging really bad. But yeah. Where's this dude at? So yeah. My mother had major complications at birth. So anyway, like that. Finally, all my lungs was restored, and sports was really my only interest until probably the age of 5 when I discovered YouTube and I really started watching videos of who I didn't know at the time was actually my cousin. Believe it or not. My cousin had a YouTube channel, and I had no clue he had one. Until I started watching it, and I actually went to visit him after I moved to Nebraska, where I live now, currently. Is that crazy, or is that crazy? I went to visit my cousin, who I didn't know at the time, was a YouTuber, who I had been watching YouTube for, and liked as a YouTuber, for like 3 months. That's crazy. Now, long story aside, because, you know, I don't like talking about him. Because my family does not talk that much to him anymore. But anyway. So yeah, it was pretty interesting meeting him for the first time. My god, I can't get killed with this knife because I'm so freaking laggy. I always get off topic with this stuff. That's why I can never talk about it. Okay, so we're gonna get into when I was younger. It had nothing to do with my premature birth, but I had severe leg pain, like wetting the bed a little bit. It left to the point to where no doctor could diagnose me with what was wrong. And I spent much of my sports life, because I love sports so much, I spent much of my sports life in pain and just not having very much fun with it. Just because I was in so much pain. But I'm past that now. So, basically, long story short, no one could tell what was wrong with me. My mother, who cares very much about me and just so happens to be a child doctor, a pediatrician, whatever you want to call it, took me to this guy, Dr. Puccioni, a neurosurgeon. And you may not know what a neurosurgeon is, but it is a guy who does surgeries on, like, your brain and your spine and all this stuff. So she took me to him. He looked at me, he looked at my stuff. First thing he says, tethered spinal cord. Gave me an MRI, nothing. Now you don't realize the fight that my mom had to give. I took 6 MRIs, and they thought nothing was wrong. It got to the point where one lady, who, this is the quote of my life, said, "Some kids just aren't as fast as other kids." Yeah, we know that. But when does that explain the pain that I was going through, the amount of, like, the symptoms that I was going through? My mother stayed up for weeks researching this. And then finally she found this guy, Dr. Puccioni. Took me to him. First thing he says, tethered spinal cord. Now he said, we can't see it on the MRI. And the craziest thing about this is it was a cult. Which means you can't see it on MRI, you can't see it on X-ray, you can't see it on CAT scan, can't see it, oh my god, that was disgusting, on anything. So, he says, we're probably going to have to do a surgery. I just don't know if it's going to work, because I cannot see the foreseeable future. Like, and scheduled it 3 months later. Now, I didn't really like to tell people that I was getting surgery, because to me it was one of those things where I kept it private for so long that I didn't feel like going out and telling people about it. So I didn't. I kept it inside, didn't tell anybody about it. And one day, everyone discovered I was gone. I was gone. I was out of there. I went to go get my surgery. And it worked. This battle that I can't even explain worked, that my mother worked day and night for, was finally over. Now, I have permanent damage in my legs now because of this. And really, it sucks. But I have to deal with it. I have to deal with it day in, day out. And I'm fine with it, to be honest. It's part of me now. Part of who I am. And we're going to talk about my mom. So it all starts age 18 months. When I first started making sounds, first started like really saying my legs hurt, MRI. Age 3, MRI. Age 5, MRI. Age 7, MRI. And then the one at age 9 where he was just checking to see if he could see it finally. My mom knew something was wrong with me. It's like that situation where in Call of Duty where you're stuck with a knife and you're laying in a ninja defuse spot, and you know someone is staring right at you and that they're going to kill you, or you know someone's teabagging you, but there's nothing you can do about it. Like, you know there's something behind you, there's something wrong, but you can't do anything about it because they're just going to kill you. But it's not quite that, like, they're not going to kill you. She was hopeless, she was helpless, she literally couldn't do anything. And for this, I am so thankful to have the amazing mother that I do. She did research, like countless research, like research on research on research about what this was, why did it exist, who has it, what are the symptoms, all this, all that. So, we go see this Puccioni guy, right? And he says, yeah, you probably have fricker. He says, yeah, you probably have this, but we can't really tell for sure unless you are okay doing this. So we had to get my okay, and I was like, whatever helps will help me so much. Oh man, he got me. So, my mother fought this amazing battle, and finally I got my surgery. Now, my life story gets kind of rocky from here because I had nothing. Everything that I had was completely gone. Ah, frick. Um, my body is still scarred, and after I got my surgery, everything seemed fine for a little while, until, you know, until about 2 years from now. Good stuff, bitch. Ah, man. So yeah, pretty gnarly. And so age 11, I got another surgery 2 years ago, and I was still going through excruciating pain in my legs. And one of the telltale symptoms that you have this is that my legs actually felt like pins and needles. Like, if you ever know what that feels like, they felt exactly like that. Like all the time, like 24/7, you know. All the time. Get pranked. So yeah, that is one of my symptoms. Jesus, I could have killed that dude. Yeah, so let's keep going with this. We tried physical therapy. We eventually went to this one guy who took my glasses off that I used to have, and said that every time he took my glasses off, it supposedly worked better, and that I would feel better. Now, did this work? No, didn't work. Did it help? Yeah, he expected us to pay $500 to get LASIK surgery from his company. And he told us, yeah, this'll work 100%. No, I'm not. My parents were not. Oh, I stuck him! No, he took my kill! I stuck his ass. So yes, that was pretty amazing. This shit he came up with. This dude was amazing. Actor. So, oh god, why are we lagging again? So yeah, okay. Back to, you know, me. We have tried every form of physical therapy. Jesus, another party here? Okay. Every form of physical therapy and all this and all that. We finally go see this guy. His name is Steve. He is not your normal, like, physical therapist. Like, he works at Madonna, which might be weird to some of you because you think Madonna's just for old people. No, Madonna's the exact opposite. Madonna's for everybody but old people. And it works amazing. And he had me run on this treadmill, and he worked on my speed. I bet you I probably gained 1 to 2 miles per hour on just speed alone. It was amazing. Like, okay, so yeah, anyway, he worked on my speed, and then he moved away to North Dakota. Moved away to North Dakota. The one guy that helped me all my life, and I swear I cried. And not only did I cry, I bawled like a baby. I bawled like a baby that he was moving away. Then, you know, 3 years later, we get to, like, really present me. We find this place called Spine and Sports. It's kind of, I think it's a chain, like a physical therapy chain. And, you know, they had this thing that is relatively new, and if you're having the same issues that I was, try it. It's called dry needling. This stuff changes your muscles are so tense, or were, that you get knots in your legs, like literal knots. Like, you know, like tie your shoe knots, those. You get those in your legs, in your calves, in your quads, and they cause really bad pain from being, you know, overflexed. It also happens to like lots of pro athletes because their muscles get overused. So yeah, this stuff worked. It was amazing how much it worked. And I'm really thankful for it. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So we did this, and then the guy that did it for me moved away to North Dakota. The two guys that had helped me out most in life moved away to North Dakota. But luckily at this place, there was this dude, Jeremiah, hooked me up and was a complete all-star. So yeah, he's amazing. Okay. So we did this dry needling, and I've played so much better in athletics. This stuff really works, and so this really is not an advertisement for dry needling. And this will be the last video about my life for today. It's just I just graduated from middle school, and so I'm kind of doing those videos where you talk about yourself and see where you're gonna be, and where you see yourself. And honestly, I hope I see myself doing YouTube, because this is something that I enjoy and that I always see people do, and I love it. So yeah, another reason, this is where I got on YouTube. The reason I got on YouTube was because I had an account created, because what kid doesn't have an account created? They want to watch YouTube, they want to subscribe. I want to know that you could actually post videos. I thought it was only for like really special people. It wasn't until I got the PlayStation, when I hit the little share button, that I realized, yeah, normal people can do this. And so here I've been for the almost a year now. In a few days, it'll be like a year of making random videos for people to hope that they watch them. And honestly, what does my life come to? To be 100% honest, making YouTube videos. Damn, bit markers. Cross map Semtex. Oh, yo, I thought it was cool. Get wrecked. Okay. No clue what I was talking about. Can't go look back at that now. So yeah. That's a pretty intense life story. If you ask me all that I've been through, and everything that's still going on in my life and my body, and everything that's going on in my family, and everything that's going on my friends around me, it's just everything's crazy in my life right now. Oh yeah, how I got started on YouTube. So yeah, that's why I got started on YouTube, is because I saw people doing it, and I got an account, and I was like, yo, we can do this. And I think the first video I uploaded was on April 17th, which is I posted the 100 video special on that day. I'm gonna go check when my first video was uploaded on this channel. And I'll probably, stop the video there. But this channel has been so much fun. To be honest, I've got to do a lot of things that I normally wouldn't get to do. And, so I uploaded my first video 10 months ago. called Your Skill Equals
Hey, what's going on,
Phase.
guys? It's me,
July
Andy Brave
18th,
here
that's
with
coming
the
up in about a
Godfather,
month.
Omega, and welcome to the new channel.
That's horrible echo, by the way. So yeah. That's my whole reason for getting started on YouTube. And that's really all I have to say. So if you did all enjoy the video, hit the like button down below, hit the subscribe button. If you want to be ready for all the live streams that I have coming out soon, make sure you hit the like button on all of this. And, no, I'll see y'all next one.